Hi, this is Shekhar Srinivasan, a Microsoft certified trainer, MVP C Sharp Corner, architect, and a Pluralsight author. In this video, we shall understand why we need to learn Angular JS. Now, let us first understand what happens with the traditional web application development. We have a client that is a web browser which we will be used for sending the request, and the web server where the processing of the client will take place. Whenever a client sends a request to the web server, then the requested page will be processed and the response will be provided back to the client, where the browser loads the entire web page, which includes the HTML content, JavaScript, style sheets, etc. Whenever the user clicks on any link and navigate to other page, or if the client submits a new request to the server, then once again the server processes the request and a HTTP response will be provided back to the client, where the browser loads the entire web page, that is the entire HTML content, JavaScript, and the style sheet will be reloaded again. So, within a traditional web application development, every time the client sends the request, the server will return the entire web page, where the browser reloads the entire web page contents, which reduces the user experiences and also the performance of the web pages. So it is always advisable to avoid the traditional style of web application development. And we have got a new solution, that is responsive front-end web application development. So now let us first understand how the responsive front-end web application development works. We will be having a web browser as the client and the web server to serve the client request. So whenever the client sends a request for the first time, then the web server will process the client request and provides the response back to the client. The web browser loads the entire web page, that is HTML, JavaScript, and the style sheets. If we observe in most of the websites or web applications, we can notice that the header footer sections remains common and only the data will change based on the client request. So in this model, whenever the client sends a new request by clicking on any link or submit the data to the server, then the server will process the client request and returns only the data back to the client, where the data will be loaded to the existing page which has been requested for the first time. As a result, we can observe that the JavaScripts or style sheets are not loading every time the page is requested by the client. Now let us understand practically with a simple demonstration to understand the responsive front-end web application development. Let us say we have a website learntoday.net. Whenever the client sends a request for the first time, then we need to get the entire courses present within the library. And when the user clicks on the popular courses, then we would like to display only the most popular courses. And whenever the user clicks on any course, then we would like to display the individual course details. And if the user clicks on the back button, then I would like to navigate back to the previous page. It sounds very simple and easy, right? But frankly speaking, it is not as simple as we expect. Now let us understand the challenges what we have while developing the responsive front-end web application development. Module loading, view loading, object modeling, data binding, DOM manipulations, routing, history, caching, Ajax promises, a whole lot of challenges. If you have observed the LearnToday.net sample, we can notice that the header footer section is same, but the home page displays the entire courses. Popular course page displays only the popular courses present within the library. And the course details page was displaying only the selected course details. And the most important point we need to remember is that the only one HTML page is loaded, and the second time onwards only the data is being loaded. And because of this reason, the responsive front-end web application development is popularly called as single page application or SPA development. Now, if we observe the list, we can start thinking, how do I modularize this application? How do I update the view? How the object modeling has to be done? What about the data bindings and the DOM manipulations? The page is only one. So how do I support the routing, maintain the history? And when I navigate from one single record to all courses, it may take some time to load all the courses. So how do I engage my client in the meantime? So to overcome this, we need to depend on many solutions. JavaScript, Knockout.js for data bindings and view loadings, Sammy.js for client-side routing, History.js or Nav.js for history management, HTML5 offline capabilities for caching, and jQuery for DOM manipulations and Ajax promises. Now I think you can understand how many different technologies I require to develop one single application. And all these technologies doesn't belongs to the same company. So we can expect many ambiguity and version conflicts also. Now let us understand the right solution for our requirement. I hope you have guessed it by now. That is AngularJS. So what is AngularJS? It is a full featured JavaScript framework for adding interactivity with the HTML for developing powerful SPA. AngularJS supports the following list of features. So now we don't need to depend on multiple technologies. If we understand the AngularJS one technology, we can start developing the most powerful single page applications or responsive front end web applications very effectively. Hope you have got a fair idea on why we need to learn AngularJS. In the next videos, we shall understand how to work with AngularJS 1.x, and then we shall learn how to migrate from AngularJS 1.x to 2.0 in 7 easy steps. Hope you have enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed in preparing this. If you like this video, please subscribe my channel and give a like. It encourages me to produce more videos. If you need any specific video, feel free to reach me to my mail or leave a comment. Happy programming.